Welcome back to the Borussia Dortmund FM26 save, and now we are going to head into the first Bundesliga game of the season. We played that game on camera in the last episode. Got a bit of a feel in the DFB Pokal. So, St. Pauli, away from home. Let's take a look. What are they offering? So normally I'd like to see their expectations to get an idea. Yeah, that predicted finish. But it doesn't seem to be. If it's somewhere else, let me know. For now, we go off what they've been. And they got promoted in the season prior to that 14th finish. So, yeah, gives me an idea. So, even though it's away from home, I like to think we'll be strong. So, one thing I realized, well, as we got to this stage, Kegney, I talked about him a little bit. He can't be registered. And I was trying to go to the registration and why isn't he there? It's because he is actually in the reserve team. And, in Germany, they're like an affiliate. So there's a little bit of a difference. Maybe not majorly, but yeah, the fact he can't be registered, he can't be registered for that reason. So my questioning was why he was still remaining here. Normally you remove him from the selection, but he's here. And as you can see here, it says move to the Dortmund squad. So I don't know if I'm missing something, but I feel like I'm reading that correctly and he shouldn't be, as you can see there in the career history, he's listed in the number two team. Like in this, if I go to the first team squad, just had to navigate to that for a second, he is not there. So I'd like to think it would just refresh. I was clicking on I was just trying to click on something maybe to activate, and it made Jan Couto be unknown in that positions. So the game is still a bit buggy. I'm just trying to refresh things a little bit. So put Mane there, Jan Couto. Yeah. And even how he's positioned now, the game is still buggy. And look how Brandt is, the attacking mid. Yeah. When you click off and click back on, goes back to normal. So something was going weird there and wasn't just me. Also, more importantly, we made a few rotations here. As we were talking about we were mentioning Couto. So we've put him at right back. Ryerson would move to left back. Showed you he can play both positions, but I'm training him to be a bit more natural in left back, just to show you. Yep. So that makes sense. He looks like someone, I'm not sure who, but I don't know. He just looks very familiar. It doesn't even mean another footballer. Maybe just the face I've seen. And even again here, look at Brandt. Look how it changes the attacking mid. And also, Guirassy, I feel like we need to go on his profile again. He actually looks really, really good. 17 finishing. And I don't think there needs to be... Well, I don't think we have someone that's going to compete at his ability for this season anyway. But Bayer, he is probably the competitor. When you think about it, he's that really pacey striker, but I've wanted him to be starting and playing the wide forward. Maybe let's not worry about things are not perfect. There's little bugs, so we'll just have it like that. Sabitzer, who I did considering a start, but then you look at your three or our three or my three, however you want to call it. Brandt, like the attacking midfielder, don't think someone's taking that spot from him. And then for me, Bellingham, he has to start. To me, that is not... Obviously, again, I've talked about it, how, roles will probably change, but channel midfielder, we've got there for now. And then halfback, once again, roll up for grabs. But, Gross... I could rotate with Sabitzer, and they're similar types, getting a little bit older. So, I actually don't mind that. As much as, I kind of mentioned it would be good to have that experience, but maybe that 3 is not a bad balance. And Adeyemi, I talked about him yeah, he's got that really good pace. I mentioned how, I usually don't do well with these types of players, but let's give him a go. Him and Bayer, they kind of match up. Like, so both are wide forwards. They've got pace. Bayer, I think, yeah, he's got a bit more overall talent, but I think, and then with Gurassi as the target forward, really stronger type, that's a dangerous mix. So, yeah, I'm not going to explain every single player's position. It'll, almost be self-explanatory as time goes by. And, there were self-explanatory ones, players that are injured, especially. But, yeah, that's why I tend to explain things quite a bit so you can understand decisions that are being made, but I do like the look. There's also this other, I think we've got like a 16-year-old left winger. Probably went through him in the first episode when I was doing all that. So we do have a young talent coming up. If it comes, if we need one more of those winger types. And so far I'm actually feeling really, really into this. I'll trust my staff for now. I'm clicking do it. It's not going away, but there is these little buggy things, but it's not throwing me off the game. We're favourites. Okay, I like this screen as well, like the form, different body languages, how they're described. Yeah, I feel like the game is going to start to grow on me, and again, I like the presentation. This is a lot better. Okay. Yeah, a lot better than maybe friendly matches or, like I said, the cup game. The Bundesliga presentation is really nice. Okay. But I quickly get bored of players walking out, to be honest. That's just me. That is just me. Okay, we'll leave that pass. But okay, I quite like the Bundesliga presentation. Another reason. I was getting into it before our first Bundesliga game, so that's nice. Bayer, he actually is really exciting. Let's see that now. We had an easier game in the last one, the cup game, but okay, put the pressure up, put the pressure on the ball. Oh, we're getting a replay. That's close. Hot. That's a goal. Hold up. It's goal line technology, not VAR. Whatever's the difference. From that camera angle, that was a goal. I'm not sure you can replay that. Isn't that a goal or a goal? Or they just replay it and they can't change the decision. I don't know Bundesliga rules. But I don't know what you were saying, but to me, that was a goal. Anyway, I think that's a bit disappointing. But let's just get it back and it's not going to be an issue. Yeah, non-issue right here. Jobe Bellingham scores our first. Yeah, I want us to go huge. I want him to do very well. And that could be very handy for us, for sure. If he, has notable performances. And even Bayer, yes, like I said, little touch. And hopefully he can get his happiness back. Man United haven't really made another offer, so... Julian Brandt. Let's go. Yeah, let's get in a flow now. Come on. If you were wondering the last match, it was just, an easy beat team, which was the case. But now, if anything, we're scoring some classy goals. Because I guess, this is the serious stuff now. Even though we are still favourites to win this. They got a bit of an injury there. Again, press. Okay. I actually like the gameplay. It's not terrible. It's easy when you're winning, right? But I don't hate it. Now, Bellingham, The pass to him wasn't the best, to be honest. See, I'm not always just going to hype up Bellingham for the sake of it because of his name. Okay, Anton does well to clear. See, I like the simple things, like the short passes, and when the camera's close here, I'm like, oh, that looks nice. The pass didn't look nice. That's easy enough to get out. Oh, hold on. They're setting something up here, and it's the player with an injury. How fitting is that? I thought he wasn't going to move for a second. So an injured player scores against us. It's that type of... But that was pretty good build-up. I'm thinking, who's marking him? Brandt. See, he's attacking midfielder. But, well, yeah, his role. You can't have every midfielder on defensive role. That's a tough one. So they claw 1 goal back. What do we shout from here? Focus. See, again, the logical thing to say. Or if we were going to shout something, that's believable that a manager would do that. Like I touched on in the previous episode with the feature of the shouts back in. I don't mind it. Or I like it, really. It just adds a bit extra. Oh, what a ball to Bellingham. He was gifted. And he is. He is gifted, talented. But that... Come on. And that sound I make is like, I don't know, sound of it as aspiration. Is that how you say that word? But yeah, like being amazed. Like, look at that. Look at that, Bellingham. Tidy finish. See, that was neat. Come on, 3-1. 3-1. And now, we can just praise him at halftime, I think. As long as we don't concede another. Interestingly, we've had, possession. It's close enough to being even. I'm not going to say we've been dominated or anything. Just St. Pauli, they've had slightly more of the ball. I don't like these formations, like that, whatever they're rolling with. But anyway, let's just focus on ourselves, I think. Things are going, I'm very happy. Sure, we conceded a goal, but 2-goal buffer. Still comfortable. Adeyemi, as I said, he's got the pace. Let's see if he can use it. No, I guess not. It's not highlight worthy. Okay. It's an interesting one. We've only had one more shot on target. Let's see if we're going to get one here. Or are we going to concede one? Oh, good defense there. Who was that? Ben Sibiani. I got to read his name properly before pronouncing it. Now Bayer on the break. I tell you what, look out for him. Oh, what? Ain't no way. Jobe Bellingham. That he is just flying. He is just flying today. Everything is falling his way. So Jobe Bellingham with a hat-trick, going crazy. Yeah, because we've got 4 now. Yeah, wow. What a performance. Okay. Maybe that is a good role for him. He's Ryerson off. Svensson is another left back we have. So we have got a little bit of versatility there. Gross, what I will do, I'm going to put him in Bellingham's position. Take Bellingham off. You're like, what? He's got a hat-trick. No, I'm taking him off on a hat-trick. He deserves it. Like, he's played his part, and then we bring on Sabitzer. And this is where Gross and Sabitzer are on the ground at the same time, on the pitch at the same time. Anton. That Mane needs a bit of sharpness, and he's a younger player as well, so a bit of... Well, his training at the moment isn't going to plan, and might leave the Adeyemi He's looking complacent. See, that's what I mean. I know this is only one game, so I'm gonna play this Cole Campbell. Give him a go. Give him a go. Young American. I mentioned, maybe loan him out because he starts as listed, but he's got that pace, a similar type of player. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm happy with those changes, I think. But Bellingham, what a way to kick off the season. A hat-trick special. Too good. And yeah, it's not going to be taken from us now. Well, you think it wouldn't be. Jan Koto, he's definitely that attacking-minded fullback. Use the wing-back role. And here's Svensson, who's just come on. Oh, and here's that pacey young American camp. Oh, yeah, that was nice. And see, that's the type of skills I would want to see for that type of... Okay, two things. That, there's that... What were they hugging? Okay, and here's the actual VAR, and they're going to disallow it. How about that goal that looked a goal? Why wasn't that VAR? It was just goal line technology. I don't get the difference. That skill, just dribbling by Campbell, maybe that's fair that it's offside, but I don't... As I said, it's not going to impact the result, but it's kind of like... Yeah, I don't get it. Why R1 didn't count on that goal line technology. And what's the difference? Goal line technology, VAR, that's what VAR is. But anyway, we take a handsome 4-1. That was really nice. And see, I'm impressed by what Cole Campbell did on that chance. Was it his fault? Maybe the timing of the cross was poor, but the skill was nice, and that's kind of what I'm focusing on. The other side can be worked on. So, okay, I know XG. What's Opda? I feel like I have seen it before. I know it has to be something about the opposition, but people say where XG, don't overthink it, or XG is not really that important. That might be less so, I think. I don't know. All I know is a couple interesting moments, but in the end, we still get the 3 points comprehensively that they were nowhere near us in the final score. Very happy. And we could have had a couple more goals here today, I think. Well, we'll most definitely take the 4 and the 3-goal win. Yeah, the +3 goal difference from this game says it all. Yeah, not to mention the hat-trick of Bellingham. Jobe Bellingham, JB. Let's go. And he even could have got more, but I took him off. I was just, resting him for future games. He did his job in 53 minutes. Ridiculous. Is his attributes looking any different? He was having a couple going up. He's exciting. When that family, very talented, those two brothers, tell you what. But with that kind of finishing skill, well, his finishing attribute's only 11, but it seems like he's got such a striker's mindset. Or, no, he's got a midfielder's mindset to get in good positions. Either way, I'm a fan. Yes. Oh, isn't that fitting? Someone, who I was referring to earlier, young left winger, 16-year-old, another American, Albert. Yeah, that sounds like an American name, but Mattis, that's got a bit of something about it. Has he got personal? French. That has got to be the French part of his name for sure. But the Albert could be a German name as well. But anyway, he's basically what I'm getting at. He was the one I was referencing before. So, we'll round it up there. And I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. You can take a look at some key findings. We've allowed 67 entries into our final third to develop just 3 shots on goal. Okay. So those kind of stats we take in. Oh, we'll finish on the key man. most definitely. Jobe Bellingham, hat-trick hero. It kind of shocked me as well. Like, wow, he got 3. He got like at the time that he did. He just, wow. Yeah, incredible. And that's Bundesliga. So there's no more talk about, just the easy DFB Pokal game. He scored more. He probably played more minutes in the Pokal game. I can't remember exactly. But 3 goals. He had a better game in a Bundesliga match. So that's interesting. But, yeah, great game. So as I said as well, we just have these quicker style videos where you play one game, record, and then, essentially just record each game. And unless there's a really, really easy win, potentially, but like the Pokal game. But essentially during the season, there's not many of those that are you're going to win for sure. There's always, those possibilities. But anyway, just for the style of the series, that's what we're going to be doing. And you might wonder, you might take long to finish the season, but I'm not going to be able to play like 2 months, like every single day worth of the game. So hopefully get my side. And sure, there might be days I just do 1 episode and that's just all I have time to do. So it might just equal 1 game, but it's what, my time can allow these days, which, I don't need to explain it in terms of the views, but I think we're long gone from doing it full time these days. That is for sure. But anyway, just, you get the idea. From that, I just want to explain what the episodes are going to be like and what to expect. A lot of gameplay and key information. I'll try and keep the waffling. When I say that, I say it like sarcastically because I don't really use that as a term so much in real life and say that to people. From my perspective, I feel like when I'm always describing things, I feel like it's important information I either want people to know or just things I want to say. So, mix of both. I'm going to leave it there. More episodes. And, you're going to understand the flow of the episodes from now. That was kind of the main thing. So I'll catch you in the next one.